Well then, here we are again for the second time, and hopefully the last time. So, what's up all my fellow ninjas? It is Gennaro Sensei here again in the flesh. Y'all probably wondering, where the heck did you go again for another year? And some change, honestly. So guys, long story short, I got sick. Again. I don't know what happened. Everything was cool. I mean, we all remember my last video where I said, I basically explained everything in there. Like, I had came back because I was absent for being sick the first time, and then there was a lot on my mind. I had a lot of weighing me down. I just wasn't feeling myself. I wasn't really feeling too good. I just had a lot going on, and that's why I left the first time. That was a planned departure / break. This one was not planned. I did not expect the things to happen that did happen. Basically, when I came back the first time, everything was cool. I recorded a whole bunch of videos for you guys. Like you saw, I posted up a couple of them. I did a recording of Tiny Bunny. I did a recording of Resident Evil 4. I did a game that I did with my sister and stuff like that, so you guys can see, and then who's also a gamer as well. So I guess in a sense I did a collab video. I did Simulacra 2. I was doing great. I was recording all these games and I was doing all good, and then while I was doing it, I noticed I started feeling a little funny. And it's like, okay, I said maybe, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm changing stuff up and everything, because there were some things I was doing that I'm not doing anymore, and I was getting ready to transition to new things, both my personal life and, my YouTube life. So I was trying to chalk it up, maybe that's what it was. And then all of a sudden, I started coughing, and I was like, well, I can't record while I'm coughing. Who wants to hear somebody coughing every 5 seconds they're playing the game? Like, that's so distracting, and it's very unprofessional too. Like, I was like, okay, let me just let this cough go away first before I get back on recording. Now, the problem with me, guys, I have asthma. So, whenever I have a cough, that cough will sit for as long as it will. It just has the biggest chokehold on me. It will not let me go. I will have a cough that will last at least a month. It takes so long for the cough to go away. So I already know, it's like, dang, man, here we go, man. I just came back to YouTube. I'm about to disappear again, like, because I got this cough and I can't talk. The cough kept going and going, and then it morphed into something else, and then my immune system just totally went haywire, and then I developed like one of my lymph nodes like swelled up like really bad, and I couldn't really like move my arm much, because it just, any type of movement, any weird awkward movement I did, it hurt my arm. So I couldn't really play like my video games, because I had to have my arm like leveled in a certain way for me to have no type of discomfort. But after a while, having my arm like leveled that certain way, that would start to wear on me too. So it's like, gosh, I can't get comfortable. Like, I can't sit down, and sleeping was miserable. I couldn't sleep on that side of my body. It was terrible, guys. I went through it, okay? And that lasted for months. So not only did I have that cough going on, but then that happened, and then when things finally calmed down, I was like, okay, cool, we can do this. More things started happening in my personal life, and I was like, I just did not have the time to do YouTube. And I was like, okay, obviously, when I came back the first time, I came back thinking that everything was going to be okay, and then everything was going to be good. We're going to be fine. We can do this. Big mistake. That was not the case. I feel terrible about leaving you guys again, and on top of it, I feel even more terrible from not telling you guys, like, hey, things are not looking as good as I thought they were going to be. I might have to take a longer hiatus than I thought. That's totally on my end. I got so wrapped up on things going on, I didn't even stop to think, like, I should probably go on Twitter and let everyone know there's going to be a longer pause than we thought. Or even doing this, making another video and telling you guys that. I honestly didn't think that I was going to be gone for a long time, so I didn't think about it. But once I realized that, I really have to make sure I'm 100 before I do this again, I made sure I was 100 before I do this again. So, unfortunately, that took another year, and even longer, because it's been a year and a few months and stuff like that, so it's even longer than the first time. So things obviously are a lot better. You know, I got a lot of good things going on right now. Life is just good right now. Everything's quiet. Everything's peaceful. I personally feel a lot more better about things. My health has been a lot, it's been top tier for the longest time now. I haven't had no weird cut up in the middle of it. Everything's fine. You know, my lymph node is not swollen up no more. That is a thing in the past now. I got a little paranoid though, because I was so sure it was going to come back, and so far it hasn't. So I guess it was a one and done type thing. Cool, moving on from that. All these horror games, oh my god, all these horror games that have dropped, and I just feel so far behind on all of that. You know, I just feel terrible. You know, I'm like, there's so many games that I want to play and play on the channel, and I just feel so overwhelmed, and I'm just so disappointed, because I'm like, gosh, I want to get these games out in a timely manner, and I just can't. It's like, you know, you're not in the best state, like, you know. So I was very much determined to get back in that right space so we could do this. And you know, a lot of things I said I was going to do for a channel, I ended up not doing. I did not get a new beat. It did not fall through. An outro, that did not go through either. So I have to find new sources to get that going. And you need time to do it, and you also need money to do that. And you know, I don't have either one of those. I have very little time, and my money's very limited. You know, I got bills like everyone else out here got. But you know, that's something that's easy. You can just easily go to the store and make that transaction, call it a day. When you're doing stuff like this, where you have to make something, you have to have conversations with people, you got to make a deal, you got to go through the whole process to see if you like it or not, if there's any changes you need to tweak this, if you need to improve that. You know, there's a whole process. A lot of people think it's real simple to just go find somebody, talk to them, and bada bing, bada boom, it's over. Nah, it's a lot more than that. So me, I do all this by myself. I don't have any help, so it does take some time where I have to do some research. I ask some friends and stuff like that around, like, hey, do you know anyone who can do this? Do you know anyone who can do that? So it does take some time, and like I said, I don't really have much time myself, you know, so I have to really think about and really prioritize things like that to make things like that happen. So now that things have quieted down, I have more of a grip of my current schedule now, I might actually have some time to make some of that stuff come true. So don't get me wrong, y'all. It's not like we're never going to have an outro for this channel, or we're never going to have a new beat. We will. And I'm determined to have that happen. I'm just sorry that it hasn't happened while I was gone. I was more focused on taking care of myself first to make sure I was okay, make sure I was straight before we started doing anything else. Because the last thing I wanted was to make the mistake of focusing all this time and energy knowing I didn't have it, and then I shut myself down again. So I'm learning to just tread more carefully about things. I'm learning to be more careful with my scheduling, be more attentive to me and how I'm feeling about certain things. If I know I'm feeling a certain way, I need to pull back some, because clearly it's creeping back up on me again. We don't want to end up crippling ourselves again, and then we can't operate. So other than that, y'all, I just want to let you know, YouTube is back. Well, hopefully we're here for a permanent time, and the next time this ever happens, it'll be way into the future, and hopefully, well, if I'm being honest, I hope it never happens again. But I'm only human. It could happen again. But what I'm saying is that I hope that it takes a long while before it does happen again, especially since now I'm being more attentive to myself and changes around me about and how to operate around them, and not just put myself into overdrive and everything, trying to keep up with everything, and then I end up hurting myself in the end. So let's not do that. And also, guys, I want to put it out there that I'm for the original ninjas that have been here since day one. I'm pretty sure you all have watched the Among Us video I have made with me and a whole bunch of group of friends. One of the friends on that video, named Tech Force, he has sadly passed away from heart failure. And that was another devastating thing I had to deal with during my period while I was gone. You know, I lost a friend. And I have lost, actually, a few people since during my recovery period. So that also played a part in why I was out of commission for a while and stuff. So if you guys could be so kind, if you can go back to the Among Us video and just spam the comment, you know, rest in paradise to Tech Force. He was a really good guy. He was a real, he was one of the people that I interacted with and played lots of games with another friend actually that was in our Among Us video during the time when we were in quarantine and everything, and everyone was shut down. We were all isolated and stuff from each other. So I remember we took our phones and we were FaceTiming each other while we were all playing games, and we would be up talking and playing games for hours. We kept each other entertained and we were able to have a connection while we were all locked away. So I'm never going to forget that, you know, and it's sad that he is gone. You don't really know what's going to happen, you know. It's like you can be talking to each other 1 second and the next second they're not here anymore, you know. I'm like, especially, you know, like I said, I've had a few deaths, a few loss during this period of while I was gone. So, you know, but Tech Forces was the most relevant one related to the channel because he played a game with us. And I just wanted to let you all know, like, yeah, he is no longer with us, unfortunately, but I'm happy that I was able to have a game with him in a recording. So if any time I miss hearing his voice, I can always go back to that video and just watch that game and watch us all have fun with each other. Among Us was hands down one of the best games I ever played with friends. So I'm glad I did have that experience with Tech Force. So we got, let me see, we got Silent Hill F dropping. Cannot wait to play that. We got Resident Evil Requiem coming out. We also got Little Nightmares 3 dropping. You know, we got all these games that are coming out. You know, there's another one on the top of my head I can't think of right now. I got so much going on. There's so, at the end of the day, there's so many horror games that are coming out. And I want to provide it on the channel, especially since we played Resident Evil games before. Speaking of Resident Evil 4, I know I haven't finished it. I have to finish that on the channel. I got so upset because I recorded an episode and I didn't post it up because I got sick. So I got to put that up for you, and then I got to play the game some more and then get hopefully the rest of the game up there in a timely manner before 9 shows up. Little Nightmares 3. That's dropping soon. So it's like there's so much. That's Little Nightmares 1 and 2 is also on the channel, you know? And I'm like, gosh, I gotta do this. I've never had a Silent Hill playthrough ever on the channel. So it's like this is gonna be the first one for the channel and for me. I've never played Silent Hill before, never. So I'm just like, there's so much to do. I'm so excited about the new things. And then I was thinking, I was like, oh man, we got so much to do. I got so much to do. So that really boosted me up. And I was like, I really got to do what I got to do so I can come back to YouTube. And we're just going to jump in. We're going to have fun. So guys, no worries. I am a whole lot more better health-wise, you know, mentally, physically, all that stuff. So we're all good. I'm excited to be back. I could not wait to make this video for you guys. I was like, I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to do this. It's finally here. And I'm going to post this video up today, and then tomorrow we're going to have Silent F. We're just going to jump right in. And quite honestly, I deserve to have the scariest game on my channel possibly dropping after I left you guys all high and dry like that. So I'm going to try, I'm still thinking about if I'm going to like wait till we're done with Silent Hill F before I throw in the other videos that I had recorded already, or I'm gonna throw them in between like Silent Hill F. It all depends on how I'm feeling or what I think should go. I don't know. It all depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm really enjoying Silent Hill F and I want to keep going and going to the end of the game, then that's probably what's gonna happen. If I feel like I'm at a point in the game to where I can take a break and I can post some other things up, then we'll go from there. I can't really speak. I only saw a few of the gameplays that, you know, the trailers and stuff were dropping, and sometimes it shows like little sneak peeks, and those are the only things I've seen. I haven't actually seen a full-on gameplay where it lasts about a good 10 minutes and it gives you a really good idea of what's going on in the game. I haven't seen anything like that. I was trying to keep it to a low minimum because I didn't want to spoil myself. I'm trying to experience this my own, and The trailer honestly was good enough for me, and like the little things that they showed you here and there was good enough. I didn't want to see too much. I didn't want to spoil it. So Silent Hill F dropping on the channel. We're gonna finish Resident Evil 4. We're gonna do some other games on the Simulacra 2, Kindergarten 2. You know, there's a whole bunch of other games out there that dropped that I want to put on the channel for you guys as well. I'm not gonna name all. There's a lot, but you guys get the gist. So everybody, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for coming back. I really do appreciate y'all's support. And let's hope that we have a good rest of the year and many more years to come, okay? Thank you all for listening. See you in the next video.